You ever created a unique dragon? I've created a couple, yeah. Not like unique. Like I've drawn my own versions of like magma dragons and death dragons and stuff. A lot of them I got paid to do. Some of them I can't share. I think I prefer, like, I really like the Vorpal Dragon design, except the fact that it has sword hands. I always think sword hands are pretty stupid.
I mean, fair. That's the thing I do. It reminds me of that one kaiju from Godzilla. That's the sickle hands.
But I like fluffy, like feather dragons. Feather dragons are fun to draw. I've lost the list. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find the list. Are you lying to get a lollipop? Yes. All right. Where's my pen? Child has screwed everything up. No name, welcome in. Time to watch the streams again. Nice. Welcome in. So that's the one from the first movie. I think the second movie is the one I like, or maybe it's just like the main character's one where it's got the fin on the top and the bottom. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big one. It's not a banshee. It's the thing that eats the banshees.
Yep. The one that makes him a chosen one.
Yeah.
The banana head ones. I think the hammerhead cruisers from Star Wars. It's that. I do like hammerhead sharks too. Maybe it's because they're just super derpy. So. Got a new working title for the game. It's called the Pearl Core. And yeah, we're working on it. I think I might be able to get I might be able to actually get it up on Steam tomorrow, which would be really cool. But I need to do some last minute checks. And then I can actually start playtesting, which would be awesome. Point.
What is happening?
Hammerhead rugby. That's what we need.
There we go.
We need more hammerhead rugbies. Do y'all watch the new Avatar? I have not. I've not watched it. I haven't watched the second one.
Yes, same.
Me neither. I watched the first one once and decided that I didn't care enough.
Visually, it's really cool.
Yeah,
not
visually it
horribly
is really
compelling
cool.
Story.
Yeah.
I didn't dislike it. It just
Yeah.
it didn't catch me. That's all.
Man goes to alien planet, becomes alien. Turns out alien's pretty cool. Guy that hired him, total asshole. Man decides to stay aliens. You mean Pocahontas? The Last Samurai?
White military man goes to foreign land, joins natives.
Yep.
White savior movie.
Oh.
The Last Samurai.
Yeah. Or
The visuals are super cool.
Lawrence
the story's
of
super
Arabia.
dry. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. I think that's mainly the reason why people like them is like visually they're very stunning, but it's like, story, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't want to I don't want to trash on and be like it's a bad movie. This is not. It's just.
Yeah.
It was way overhyped because of how amazing it looked when it came out, which I think it's rightfully so. Like it looked amazing, and especially if you went and saw it in 3D, it was cool. It was
for how much it pushed CGI. It deserved the credit it got. They did not put the budget into writing.
Correct.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. And there have been films that have done same sort of thing but worse. Ended up with a thing that aged worse.
Yeah, like what was the other one that came out around that time? Valerian. Same thing. Just like that had a really good backstory of a comic, and they just didn't write it. They're like, we'll make it look really cool. Like, what about the story? I forgot about the story there. So whatever. Either way, the new one looks cool. Looks good. The water one looked really good. Lots of good visual breakthroughs. I really feel like it's just an excuse for people to play with CGI, which is cool. Like, I'm glad that exists.
Yeah.
Glad that exists.
I really hope all of the animators who work on those have so much fun.
Yeah.
Because they absolutely deserve to.
All right, I'm just going to start because the boy's awake, and I'm going to try to get through as many of these as I can before I have to get out of here.
Yep.
Science fantasy. Science fantasy hiveborn. Insect folk, quote unquote. Okay, sort of insect folk. War mage. Okay. lots of words here that I'm not sure how they go together. Science fantasy, hiveborn insect folk, war mage, wearing light robes that indicate they are a ranking member of local bureaucracy.
Okay.
So a bug folk.
A Jedi.
Yeah, let's do that. Bug folk Jedi. I dig it. That's a great summation.
I'm not saying if there's anyone in the stream, like, I'm not dissing that. I think just saying it like that is a easier way for us to get our minds around what
I was going to make him look like a postman.
My initial thought was a Roman senator.
I do think
ant Roman senator.
Bees.
Yeah,
So maybe
bees or ants.
or ants. Oh yeah, we could do ants. Ants are
Prefer mouse.
fucking weird. Do not look at ants close up. They are terrifying. They have
all
faces.
insects are terrifying if you look close up at them.
Did grapple post bar monk with a special subclass, but how do you draw a grapple monk? Like, what makes them distinct? I usually do like hand wraps, like bigger hands than normal. Like if you're doing like a meaty punch dude, you draw them with fists. But if you're doing a grapple, you draw their hands open and you just make it look like they could crush a watermelon with their fingers.
Yeah. Weird thing that I've seen, this is sort of not really a tangent, but like, I've seen like Japanese art of like judo wrestlers, and they all have like cauliflower ears. Apparently, that's a thing that happens.
Oh, I bet.
And judo is a lot of grappling.
Yeah.
Swished all the time. I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Cauliflower ears happens in all grappling martial arts.
There's
It's a fungal infection.
Also partially genetic, according to Steve-O.
Oh, really?
Because Steve-O tried to give himself cauliflower ear, and it just wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, as they do.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually go the martial arts route. You can there are specific like grapple martial arts, and if you look up their uniforms, there you go.
Yeah.
They had blue ears a bunch of times.
Sumo wrestler.
Big forearms, that's the trick.
Yeah. Big, strong forearms.
The more Popeye, the better. I did a grappler goblin that used its mouth. That was fun. Bitey goblins.
Yeah, it's really easy to do in Pathfinder now.
Sounds literally horrifying. Goblin, animal instinct, barbarian, and have to be shark, but instead of an actual shark, it's piranha.
Man, what if lobsters have a hive mind that we just don't know about? I would hate that.
All biological evidence of their actions would seem that it was a super shitty hive mind.
Okay.
The point of being non-functional.
I mean, maybe they're just all
They don't swarm.
Maybe they're like orange cats and they just share a brain cell.
You know they hunt and eat each other, right?
I mean, that's just body processing, right? Like, the hive is too thin over here. We got to eat something. Burn some fat.
Yeah. But yeah, normally, from my understanding, animals that have like hive mentality are swarming animals, and lobsters don't swarm.
Oh.
But maybe, I don't know, crayfish? Or crawdads, as we call them in the South? They kind of swarm.
Ooh.
It's usually when they're looking for a fresh water source, though, right?
And or mate, yeah.
Yeah. But again, like when that means though that when crawfish swarm, it's not a hive behavior; it's a survival. It's a large population survival behavior.
Yeah. They're too high up on the evolutionary board to have a hive mind.
That's an interesting concept. Like, I guess we think of hive mind as like shared intelligence, but maybe it's is it based off lower intelligent creatures because then they don't have to process, they just follow the hive?
Yeah, a lot of it's based on pheromones from like the queen and like other things in it. So like
there is an interesting like the bigger bugs that make the pheromones smell like ants and then sneak into ants. It's like literally all these ants are touching this thing and seeing this thing. It's like, that's not an ant. What are you doing?
It smells like an ant.
Smells like an ant. They're old codes, but they check out.
Or there's I forget what it is exactly. There's something that makes ants smell like a dead and decaying ant, and they will make if an ant interacts with this thing, and then returns to the hive will assume that the ant is dead, despite the fact that it's moving around, and they will like swarm it and pull it into their corpse pile, and they will force it to stay there until the pheromone passes.
I'm not dead. No, you're dead. You're dead, friend. You go in
Not
the pit.
dead yet. He will be.
Reminds me of the which is super weird because ants are also one of the few species that will do surgery on each other. Like they'll amputate limbs and stuff if they're damaged.
Yeah.
So it's always weird to me that they're just like, yeah, you die. You die, you're dead now. It's like, obviously I'm not dead. Not what the smell says. It reminds me of there's a Rick and Morty episode where Rick is like, he's just tracking down something. It doesn't matter what it is. But he lands on this planet where the robots and alligators are fighting each other. Which doesn't matter, but like he lands there and all these robots like point their guns at him and he goes, "Oh, hold on." And he turns his hat around and it's got a QR code on the top and they're like, "Oh, General, sorry." It's just like that's all it takes is just like, "Oh, yep. That one little thing. Sneak past everybody."
Well, I imagine ants can't recognize themselves in a mirror, so like I don't think they recognize like.
That's true. That's
individuals.
Fair. That's a level of self-awareness is low enough that in the animal kingdom that I shouldn't be giving them that much credit.
Yeah. True, but there have been some studies done where they have programmed tiny robots to behave in sort of a hive mind sort of behavior without them being without their consciousnesses being linked together in a way that's based on how ants act, and the hive in that situation can teach itself to do remarkable things. It's been a while since I saw the video and read up on it, but
there's definitely there's a cool thing about machine learning, which is I think a big part of how like funguses grow.
Yep.
Funguses grow and how hives work and how like birds flock, which is just like it's completely autonomous. Like the birds aren't making decisions; they're just as soon as something next to them shifts, they shift. And so like really minute things, you're never really sure if it's like very few amounts of birds making decisions or if it's just all reactionary, especially when they're swarming.
Yeah. Same thing with fishes schooling.
I guess we should also like specifically clarify like ants like specifically have like swarm intelligence. It's not so much a hive mind that they all
mind.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Like the thing where they can clump into a ball and survive things. That happens every single time it gets wet. Like they're just pre-programmed to as soon as there's too much water, they just clump together. That's the plan. Clump together.
Yeah. Fire ants are especially known for that in the south where it's known to flood. They'll like essentially make little bubbles and just kind of make a raft and float down water.
But that behavior is like form the ball. They're just like, oh shit, water.
Yeah.
Grab this guy.
Yeah.
What are we doing? I don't know. Grabbing a guy. It makes me feel more comfortable.
Fire ants are very strange. I need to remember where they're native.
I watched a Dr. Mike.
I mostly know them in the south.
Reacting to animal attacks video. And one of them was like these cops threw this lady on the ground into fire ants. It's like, ooh.
Oof.
That's rough.
That's a rough day to have.
Yeah.
So fire ants are native to, I believe they're native to a certain tropical area of Central South America, and I believe they were in a what amounts to a microscopic arms race versus two other ant species. One of them is velvet ants. I can never remember the third.
Velvet ants have the stingers, right?
Yes.
That's all I know about velvet ants is they have a really nasty sting.
It's I think bullet ants are also in their range.
Okay. What's up, kid? Where's the one that's open? Can you go get me my drink?
There are approximately 201 species known as fire ants.
Right there. Can you get that one? Can you get that one on the floor? Yeah, I was gonna say there's fire ants in Idaho, but I doubt they're the same ones that are in Africa.
Well, all of the it was my understanding that all of the species of fire ants that are currently rampaging their way across North America are invasive.
This one. This is what I asked you to get.
That one is specifically referred to as the red imported fire ant, and it's native to South America.
Okay.
It has been accidentally introduced to Australia, New Zealand, several Asian and Caribbean countries, Europe, and United States.
Sorry, no name. Can I suggest a brown dragonborn grappler monk? What's a brown dragon? Is it a poop dragon?
An old bronze dragon.
I just always think of
He's
Mr.
been
Mackey.
antiqued.
Somebody drop trout and laid a big old fudge dragon right there in the urinal.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Old South Park, man. Old South Park is the best. I mean, new
They're
South
also
Park
called
is still
sand
South Park.
dragons.
What's that?
Brown dragons are also called sand dragons.
Fan dragon?
Sand dragons.
Sand. Yes.
Why is that?
Because they live in deserts.
Oh, sand. Jesus. I kept thinking you were saying fan, like fan dance or like ceiling fan. I was just like,
No, sand.
it sounds exactly the same. So
No dry, coarse, it gets everywhere. I hate it. The only resource on Tatooine, other than people.
All I'm saying is
That's probably not true. There's
the
probably
NATO
other
alphabet
stuff
exists
there,
for
but
a reason.
They got spiky faces.
D is in Demancy. What?
sand as in sandpaper.
Sandpaper, yeah. Sandpaper, sandcastle.
They look like a more spiky version of a copper dragon.
They
Burrowing
look
and
like monster
terrifying.
hunter dragons.
Also fair.
What did Druid figure out with, in respect to Curdle?
Oh, I haven't yet.
Because, like, we were talking, I think you've been making your character trying to make him more of a crafter, and then you're just going to switch to a crafter.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like is happening. Is that what you want to do?
Not really. Honestly, if we can manage it, I would prefer to continue to play Taxes, but Taxes is not going to regain or rejoin the group until he is sure he is no longer a threat to them.
I think I can make that not the case, but
Okay. Yeah, we can discuss it.
yeah,
I had meant to discuss it with you this week, but I slept through most of this week, so
that's fine.
it hasn't happened, and that's my fault.
Jesus, you're just sleeping through everything.
I am.
I've been, so my plan for this year is I have to lose 40 pounds, which sucks, but is also good, because I need to do it. So that's my plan, and I have a diet set up to do that, and I've been working out more, and I am so goddamn tired. So I have to be really careful about that, because like the first few days I was doing it, I was just like, man, I'm dizzy and tired, and then I looked at how much food I was eating, and I was like, oh, yeah, no, that's bad. Don't do that. I need to drink more water and eat more than 500 calories in a day. So we're on a better plan now. Because I was in panic mode. Panic mode, don't die. Yeah, my blood pressure spiked like super high for like 4 days and then just leveled out. So I don't know what the hell happened to me. I probably got sick. I think I got the flu and just like didn't really have any of the symptoms except being sick. except having high blood pressure. Who knows? Who knows?
It is really hard to tell what's wrong with you sometimes.
Yeah. I was talking to my doctor about it, and I gave him, told him everything that was going on. And I was like, the only thing that made me feel better was walking. He's like, if you are having a heart attack and you go for a walk and it gets better, you're probably not having a heart attack. If you're having a heart attack and you go for a walk and it gets worse, go to the hospital. Like that's a surefire sign that you're probably having a heart attack. Because if walking makes it worse. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I probably wasn't having a heart attack. But probably having a panic attack or something.
Good to know for next time.
Yeah. My best guess is that I got sick, felt shitty, checked my blood pressure, which then like threw me into an anxiety attack. And I just like psyched myself out for 4 days, thinking I was dying. It's really hard to tell what's wrong with you sometimes. Yeah, that's a good quote. We need to put maybe we should just put a like Rook out of context page up on the Discord instead of on Reddit. People can just post random quotes. We'll just collect them. Collect stupid shit we say.
As long as I don't have to manage it.
I just want to draw weird, creepy demon horses, Corvus. I don't know how to deal with it. I love the pencil texturing that people get when they do stuff like that. Did you send that to me directly, or is that in the chat? People have any idea what I'm talking about?
I sent it to you directly.
Oh, okay, well.
I can
to be
share
everyone
it again.
else.
From Weta.
Yeah. It's so good.
From the Fellowship of the Ring concept art.
Is that supposed to be one of the Ring Wraith's horses?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, certainly isn't Arwen's horse.
Yeah, it's one of the Wraith's horses.
Apparently Shadow of Mordor is not canonical? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What is
I think we
Shadow
were
of
discussing
Mordor?
if
Lord of the Rings is a Lord of the Rings video game that came out. I think there's 2 of them out now, right? A few years back.
Shadow of Mordor and Shadow War of Mordor? I don't remember. Yeah.
More Mordor. Mordor again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like just like Assassin's Creed, but in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Or Middle Earth.
Supposed to, like, they have a weird... The claim to fame was their, what was it called? Arch enemy system? Something like that? Something to that effect?
Nemesis.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
So, like, as you kill people in the game, like, it makes other people mad at you, and so you get more people that come after you depending on who you kill and what you do and who you...
And if they kill you, they get stronger and higher rank.
It's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, after
they
we talked about
copyrighted
it last
it.
week, I started looking into it, and YouTube started sending me stuff, and it's just like, oh, apparently this is, like, hyper non-canonical. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
Like, there's a ranger from, like, Gondor who gets possessed by Celebrimbor. They're, like, his own... He made his own special ring, like Sauron.
Okay.
Yeah, no wonder it's super
So
non-canonical.
he's like styling himself as the Bright Lord instead of the Dark Lord.
Alright, I'm rolling dice. I think I'm done with
Don't.
that. Oh, I gotta do push-ups. I said I was gonna do either push-ups or weightlift every time we finish.
And
do some weightlifting.
another gimmick is you can like claim orcs as your own, so you can like hand us Saruman like, you are mine. Yeah.
6.
It's a game.
Yeah, it's good. It's like
It's
the
really
Star
popular.
Wars stuff, right? Like, God, what was the one with Star Killer?
Awaken?
I remember what it's called. Force Unleashed.
Yeah, Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed was like the first time that a video game was just like, fuck it, force powers are super powered. And so like pulls down a moon or something, which is in a lot of the books, like the force being super powerful. But we've never seen it. And so yeah, he went nuts, which is great. Like I think it's good. Okay, what am I rolling here? 4. Human Lich. Didn't I already draw that one last week? I drew a lot of liches last week. Or on Tuesday. I think I drew that one already. I think that was the one that was supposed to be the naked human lich. Post-apocalyptic orc. So, a normal orc.
Mad Max orc. I like Mad Max orcs.
Mad Max orcs is pretty funny. I gotta watch the new Fallout. The new season came out. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't seen the first one.
It was good. I mean, like, for what it is. It's a pretty short Netflix, You know, even for game adaptations, it's a pretty good one.
You mean Prime?
Is it on Prime?
The
I thought it was
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Prime.
Even better. Means I don't have to find somebody with a Netflix account.
I'm not surprised it's pretty good. I feel like Fallout is a narrative enough game. They don't have to do a lot in order to play in that narrative space.
Yeah.
Well, right?
Yeah.
Like,
The other fun thing about it is like it naturally sets up the game to tell the story every time. Like you're not going to get dropped somewhere weird because it's clustering the player, or in this case the audience, away from the world. So they show you a very small world and then they throw you into the bigger world, that's just great narrative. That's a good way to have a narrative story told. So yeah, they did a really good job. They did a really good job on that one.
Good.
There was some weird stuff that happens like that's like I think game people would be a little upset about, but at the same time it's okay. Like I don't care about that stuff. So
I mean, has any game ever been consistent about the things that they put in it? No. Especially Bethesda game.
yeah.
Especially Bethesda game series.
Yep.
Excuse me.
You're gonna
Minus one game. They didn't make one of them.
Yeah.
I guess they did make a few of them, but
I do not trust Bethesda to be consistent across any IP.
Bethesda doesn't know how Creative Commons works, so they can go fuck themselves a little bit.
Yeah. Because probably the most popular Fallout game is Fallout New Vegas, and it wasn't made by Bethesda.
Oh, really?
It wasn't?
Yeah, it was made by Obsidian Studios.
Okay.
The people who made Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
And Pillars of Eternity.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I guess they gave them like a special license to like do a Fallout game, and it was better than like anything Bethesda put out.
Which of course made them upset, I'm sure.
I mean, it made them get bought out by Windows.
Microsoft bought them?
Yeah.
Microsoft needs to not be allowed to buy anything else. Same with Disney.
Yeah. Mr. Cheesepoop, is that your suggestion for... Kid, this is not an appropriate way to do this. You can have a drink. Is it thank you? No? Okay, great.
What are you drawing, Jared?
I don't know.
They look like a cat elf.
Yeah. Playing a little bit with stylization, I guess.
Which I guess you could argue is what the Navi are.
Damn it.
Or to make you feel better, there's also like cat elf Khajiit. If they don't, they're weird. They're a magical race. The Elder Scrolls. They can look like tiny house cats to giant, almost mammoth-sized tigers. Maybe not that big, but huge tigers.
How does a bone venom symbiote work? Out of curiosity. Is he just wearing like a set of bone armor? Or is it gooey bones?
I think a Necrocraft mech suit.
See, that would make sense, but that's not venom-like. That's a mech suit.
Yeah.
Not to be contradictory, I'm curious. I'm curious what your thought is.
Yeah.
What is venom except for a sentient biological mech suit?
Fleshy, squishy, ooze, slime. All
I think the being encased is the important part.
A little of both. So you want him to be both slimy and goopy and rigid and solid. This is my problem. Sorry. To me, the visual language of saying like venom is very different than bone symbiote, which is to me sounds more like a mech suit, right? Like an exoskeleton. Both of which can be worn on the outside of the body, but like visually, what does that look like? Is it goopy or rib cage? So visual language is important. How do I make this guy look? I really do think that post-apocalyptic orc is just normal orc. Like Fallout Mutant, technically a an orc. I think that works just fine.
Warhammer orc, totally a post-apocalyptic orc.
Yeah, I guess so. See, that's bones on the inside and ooze on the outside, right? So is it a skeletal werelion with the symbiote on the outside? That would make sense. I could buy that. Armor is an important part of including head that 4 bone tentacles coming out the back. Okay. Bone tentacles. Okay. So venom shaped, not ooze, but bones. Have we talked about the Mad Max universe? I don't think we have.
Occasionally, and a little bit.
I'm interested in the Mad Max universe on 2 levels. One, I think it's just Australia. Like, I think we've only seen Australia, so like that's a thing. How's the rest of the world? 2, is the world so screwed up that Australia is also fucked up? Or is only Australia fucked up? Like, those are my questions.
I had always assumed that North America and basically everything that is Russia would be uninhabitable. Because one would assume that the reason the planet was super messed up was because of nuclear war. Those are the 2 most likely candidates to have received mutually assured destruction. But I don't know.
Yeah, like,
Africa
radiation
could still
is a big thing. Like, we know that because of Immortan Joe. The soil's fucked up, so like there's not a lot of good soil. It seems like some of the aquifers are fine. Now you just need the technology to keep an aquifer functional.
Yep. I bet Africa still would be kicking around a bit.
Like
probably parts of South America.
All the stuff we watch about Mad Max is like fighting over gasoline, but like there are parts of the world where gasoline is not as important. So it's like, are they affected in the same way? Like, are there places where there's just no gasoline and just things are better? Is the constant fight for gasoline actually causing the insanity that is the, I was gonna say the Proud Boys, that's not right, the Immortal Boys? What the hell are they called? Witness me! That's all I'm gonna say.
So then what you're also saying is maybe deep in the Amazon rainforest there is still a rainforest, and culture is not as shitty as in Australia.
Like there's a handful of places that basically like don't
rely on electricity and gasoline.
Are those people affected the same way that the road warriors are? Because there's a whole ton of like I was gonna say destitute, maybe might be a word for it. Like the people that are hanging around Immortan Joe's city, they seem like they're having a hard life. But are they having a hard life because they're hanging out there?
Yeah,
or,
I don't know.
Like, is there a better place?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
The main characters were trying to like find the little commune that they grew up in, right?
Yeah.
That's Furiosa's whole jam. But like the thing is, that seemed to be working. So unless Immortan Joe killed them all, which is possible, it's totally possible.
Entirely.
It seems like that's a thing that can happen. So what's the rest of the world like? I want to know.
Yeah.
Hey. Really, kid?
What did I miss?
Kid just unplugged
Mad
the TV.
Max discussion.
Oh.
Is the rest of the world as fucked up as Australia?
Yeah, in Mad Max.
I don't know.
Because in present day, the answer
Mad Max isn't just present day Australia.
That was my art. is
they all feel very bogan to me. Which is the Australian term for they're rednecks.
Gotcha.
Bogans.
I could be drawing a lot of this from Chris Hemsworth's character. In Furiosa. Is that Furiosa or Fury? Which was good.
I think it was Furiosa.
Never watched.
Because Fury Road was the reboot, right?
Yeah. That's the one I saw.
And Furiosa was the second one. Which is a prequel to Fury Road.
You could maybe be drawing bigger, Rook. I keep spinning my wheels here. I don't think I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, I was really zoomed in.
I don't think it's a draw day for me after all, unfortunately.
Excuse me.
I tried. I failed.
It's alright.
I'm gonna take a break.
Try to send a GIF and it crashes Discord. Yeah, I don't know. Avoid the GIFs. I send a lot of GIFs to people. Excuse me.
I do like this orc. He's got a very orc expression.
YouTube is trying to instruct me in the ways of Warhammer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
30 seconds at a time.
Is it Cinder?
No, today I learned about the Grey Knights.
Yep.
So the Grey Knights are apparently the youngest faction. Is that right?
Oh, Space Marines, yeah.
Okay.
And they're all psychers.
They are not part of the bloodline of the Emperor.
Yeah.
Which is weird and also cool. I need to read a book. I need to read a Warhammer book, is what I need to do.
That's a slippery slope because there's a lot of them, especially in 40K.
I read a handful of the Halo books back in the day, and I loved them. They were good.
I don't know a lot of 40K books. I know more of the fantasy books.
And those are separate universes, right? It's not a time skip. It's just separate universes.
Yep, separate universes.
It would be pretty funny if eventually some like undead lich became the God Emperor.
You'll be surprised on how many people think that.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
There was a time where certain writers were trying to make that happen. Not the Lich thing, but like make the universes connected. And Games Workshop was like, no, stop that.
We don't need crossovers.
Yeah. Like there are like shared elements, like obviously the four Chaos Gods are in both settings, and stuff like that. You have this group of beings called the Old Ones. They're pretty different in both things.
Okay. Yeah. Power strip off the wall. Turn it off.
Though from like 40K, the books I've heard people recommend,
I don't know what
Infinite and Divine.
Oh, I'm sorry, Corvus, say that again.
It's fine. I said some of the books that I've heard of from the 40K thing that a lot of people recommend is like one of them's called the Infinite and Divine. And I don't know if I think that's about the Necrons. Yeah.
Why is that so loud?
Also, I heard people like talking up like Day of Ascension.
Day of Ascension?
Mm-hmm. Like all the factions have like at least a book about them. So like there's like there's some Necron books, there's some Tau books, there's a metric shitload of books about the Imperium, unfortunately.
I don't know which one the Imperium is.
That's where all the Space Marines are from. The Imperium, the human faction. Where the God Emperor is.
He has mystical powers of some kind.
Yeah, he's a psychic.
Okay.
He's a psyker. He's like said to be the most powerful psyker. Very clearly godlike, despite him not wanting to be worshipped as a god, but now he actually is worshipped as a god, which is irony.
That makes him worthy.
It's like he's rejecting. Yeah, it's
the heretical nature of a lot of the other crap. It's a little infuriating to me, but it's fine. The world of infinite belief and psychic bullshit.
Yeah. Which, when I say psychic, it's just magic. Just he deliberately calls it psyker powers or psychic powers to essentially detooth magic and superstition.
Because it's because it's supposed to be separate from fantasy, right? They wanted to keep it completely separate.
Yeah. But also, the Emperor himself is, the one who, states all this.
Okay.
No, magic isn't real. Psychic powers are, even though they are the same.
Yeah, because it's the same thing with, the chaos, right? Like, chaos and the warp. It's, it's kind of... It's just magic. It's just magic bullshit. It's fun.
Yeah. One thing I think people kind of forget is a lot of it is also meant to be tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
A lot of it's satire, especially the older stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of the new stuff is kind of... There's some, new writers who, I guess maybe take it too serious from what it was meant to be.
And are moving quickly in the direction of torture porn, if they're not there already.
Yeah.
Jordan, welcome in. Hash Brown, welcome in. By do you mean listen to an audiobook? I do, yeah. I don't read. My eyes suck. Moral, welcome
Man,
in.
I tried to
Kobold.
read the
I can
Scarlet
draw Kobold on
Pimpernel.
this for you. Can you give me a Kobold race or class, please? Put it on the list for you. What were you saying?
I tried to read the Scarlet Pimpernel fairly recently, and there was even though it is extremely satirical, right? It actively hates all large organized social groups. There's enough pro-bourgeoisie sentiment within enough groups in the setting itself that I had to put it down because I'm too pissed with government and wealthy people and wannabe nobility.
I do hate me.
I do need to get me some more fantasy books.
I would suggest.
I only have one fantasy.
Homecoming is really good. Homecoming's great. Drit's book.
I have a graphic novel of it, and I didn't realize that until years later, and now I lost it.
I accidentally bought a graphic novel of The Last Unicorn. It's pretty good. I was trying to buy a copy
I did not.
of Last Unicorn, and they don't exist. Couldn't find them anywhere. And I finally found one for $30, and I was like, yeah, all right, fine, we'll get that one. And it was a comic book. And I was like, what the hell? just want a book. All right, there's my orc. that I can't remember the name of. Mad Max work. Apocalypse work. There we go.
He looks a little bit like that, the electric poison Pokemon that everybody loves.
Oh. Toxicity? Or...
You want to read some Pathfinder books? Yeah, I don't know if there's actual Pathfinder books. There must be.
There are.
Toxicity.
There's actually one that came out, like, last year? Called The War of Immortals.
Oh, The War of Immortals has a whole thing for it? That's great.
Yeah. So, like, there's the rule book, and then there's, like, a novel for it.
Big, beefy, wild elf barbarian berserker. 2 axes, lightning tattoos. Alright.
Oh, it's called God's Reign. That's what it's called. And then there's a new one coming out in March called Operation Hellmouth.
The Dritz series is pre-5e enough. It kind of counts.
It does. Yeah, it's definitely Forgotten Realms. The thing about it, though, that I would warn people is you say it's pre-5e. It is almost non sequitur to the game.
Yeah. There's no system information in there.
Yeah, Dritz is a ranger fighter, eldritch knight, cleric. So like,
druid.
Yeah, like nothing makes sense with it. The characters are all over the place.
Yeah. They tried setting them up in like 3rd edition, I think, and it was all over.
Yeah, I mean, like, and he's also in the Dark Alliance series, the games, and he's always like a ranger fighter, I think is what they put him at there. But and I guess if you really want to do it, he's like a ranger fighter, but he has the Pathfinder drow nobility feats.
Yep.
Which is like, oh, that's interesting.
Which I suppose are also the 3.5 drow nobility
They're
feats,
close,
come to think of it. Yeah.
No,
but if
creatures were...
If you're going to get upset about a magical ice enchantment blade doing extra damage to demons, then don't read the series.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Yeah. If you don't care about that, then go for it.
There's no item enchantment or attunement. There's no...
Yeah.
Yep.
It's thematically written in a way that is way cooler than the rules of a video game would allow. So,
yep.
But I really like it. Operation Hellmouth, nice.
Yeah, basically in Pathfinder, the meta plot right now is there's essentially a world war starting.
A world war between gods or between factions?
Between, like, kingdoms in the world.
Okay.
So it's called the Inner Sea War. Yeah, they got spoilers, sort of, for a little bit of the meta plot. The war god died, and his, like, divine essence rained down on the planet. The Horseman of War is running amok in the material plane. Several gods have died. And Cheliax which is like the demon empire.
Mm-hmm.
Not demon, but devils.
That's where Ashfont is.
Woman-coded. What is it?
So that's where Ashfont is located. Cheliax.
And Andoran, which is like sort of like fantasy America, but like early, like idealistic America. It's all about democracy and freedom.
Founding Fathers era, not.
Yeah.
Not Pilgrims. Not the Reformation. If you're interested in the Godfall stuff, Mercer actually played in a brief Pathfinder 2 campaign. It's on
Geek and Sundry, I think.
Yeah, it's on the Geek and Sundry channel on YouTube.
I haven't watched it.
I forgot about Critical Role. How's that going?
It's going. I'm interested. I'm not caught up, but I am interested.
I tried. We watched about the first 2 episodes, and then I literally just forgot that we were watching it until just now.
Yeah, fair.
I haven't watched in like a couple of episodes because I've mainly been reading manga at night.
That's not a bad thing to do.
I've been reading Haikyuu, my volleyball series.
I started watching Undead Unluck. Which is okay. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that. I know lots of people who are really into Haikyuu. I will not read it, but you will have to let me know if you enjoy it as much as other people I know.
There's a that anime I was telling you about, Rook. It
finally ended. Gachi Yakuza, the trash anime.
Did the guy get back to this non-garbage city?
No. Ended as in season 1 is finished.
Gotcha. You kept talking about it, and I had to go back and watch Alita, which is good. It's still good. I was talking to one of my friends. Talking to one of my friends about it, and he's like, "Oh, I love that comic. I read it in high school." And I was like, "I gotta read the whole thing now." He's like, "Yeah, it's great." I was like, "I didn't even think about the comic."
The writer for Full Metal Alchemist, they had a new manga series that's getting an anime that comes out like in a couple months, a couple weeks. And I read part of it, so I'll probably watch it.
Oh, apparently second season of Free Rent's coming out soon.
Yeah, season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen released yesterday.
I've heard good things about that. I should probably watch it.
And season 2 of Hell's Paradise is coming out soon.
I've not heard of that one.
I watch it. I actually read the full manga of it. It's great. It's definitely more young adult manga than it is like shonen. It's like, oh, this is really dark. It isn't like happy-go-lucky at all.
What are you doing, kid? Drawing on the floor? All right. Oh, I have not been doing posture well today. That was a big pop. Stand up straight. Stand up straight. Drink some. Drink. I forgot to do my exercises.
You forgot to do your push-ups?
Draw a Dutch crane from the TADC. I don't know what that is.
I'm on it already. I didn't know either. It's the Amazing Digital Circus.
Is that a character?
It is. Yeah, Dutch Kane is this character.
Ah, gotcha.
That art.
Without the mouth and eyes. That's literally the only thing it is. So you want a blobfish with a top hat?
Yeah, I think they want a blobfish circus master.
I will put it on the list. Sounds like a Locatha. Blobfish Locatha. Circus Master. What just happened?
Also, in another series I'm looking forward to coming out this year, it doesn't come out until October. Season 3 of Apothecary Diaries is coming out.
I've completely lost interest in Apothecary Diaries.
Well, then you're lame.
I'm betting.
Apparently.
I think YouTube has shown me some of this, but maybe not. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
what that
about like a girl. She's sort of like a. It's a little murder mystery like thing.
It's very much Far East Palace intrigue.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all it is. There's a lot of politicking happening.
Lots of poisoning.
That makes sense if it's about plants.
Yep.
Hey, Atomic, welcome in.
Humans and other species, welcome in. Right, lightning. Lightning barbarian. What should we do with this? Spear? Spear sounds fun.
Spear is good. Trident is also associated with lightning a lot.
My party, sorry, I just had a thought about D&D. On Wednesday, went through this big fight I had for them. They did fine. One of the characters got knocked down, but they got him back up. They fought everything except the last guy who had 2 hit points left, and then they're like, we should run. And I was like, please, God, just fight this thing. Like, nah, we should leave. We should get the hell out of here. And so then they spent like 2 rounds just running from it. I'm like, just anybody attack it. Just someone look at it wrong, and I'll kill it. And I was so frustrated.
Give it the evil eye.
I'm like, why? Why would you go to the last guy and then give up? I don't understand it.
As frustrating as our table sometimes is, I'm sure at least that would not happen at our table, because somebody would ask, "Hey DM, how bad does this character look?" before we decided to run away.
It's really weird.
That guy needs to get his hand near-death power buff. Yeah. Sensubine!
The character I put up there for this week is a solo RPG called Ruthless Heavens. Which character was that? I don't know if I saw that.
Ruthless Heavens, Boundless Fate.
Better red Sonya this barbarian bikini.
Hiveborn War Mage. The bug guy.
Oh, the bug guy, nice.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier, about whether or not what kind of bug it should be. Because if it's a hiveborn, should it be a bee? So I went for the ants. Ants seemed like a good choice. I did not grow up with Blue's Clues. So that's a thing. People have had nothing but love for Blue's Clues. I don't think it's bad. I hate the music. Sweet Jesus, I hate the music in Blue's Clues.
All kids shows movies music sucks. Just saying.
What's that?
Sorry, eating.
He said
all,
all
like,
kids
young
shows
kid-
music sucks.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's not meant.
There's an episode in Bluey where they go to the movies to watch a kids movie, and they start singing, and Banjo's just like, "Oh God, the music." Yeah, Blue's Clues sounds like it was written for a banjo. I think it all might have been written for banjo.
Probably.
I brace them off the thrips. Galliforming?
Speak English.
Is this something you're writing?
It's part of. Here, I'm looking at the TTRPG called Ruthless Heaven's Boundless Fate. It is an epic role-playing game of cosmic great adventures and power cultivation inspired by the lit RPG genre. In it, players play as ascendants, powerful characters that, due to a combination of talent, luck, and sheer determination, have become the de facto rulers of their nations. Unfortunately for them, this means little in the cosmic scale, and they quickly find out that they are at the bottom of the power ladder. Their planet has just been introduced to the path of ascendancy by the Ruthless Heavens, and as such, the rest of the Nolurian sector is now aware of its existence. It falls to them to become strong enough to protect their homeland, exploring the sector for new opportunities while sending them resources so that they can eventually be strong themselves. Through hard work and fortuitous encounters, they will have the chance to do so while reaching new heights of power and cultivation. So it reads to me a little bit like a Taoist sort of.
Did that answer my question?
Character become God?
I kind of zoned out. I'm super lost now. What? What did you read? What was that?
It's
Is that like a synopsis for the game?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That is the description of the game at Drive-Thru RPG where it's being sold. PDF for $20.
This kid.
It's
is
a
running
D20
slow.
system.
Might have to call it here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my question was anymore.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like wuxia science fiction.
Yeah.
In fact, like they use the term cultivation, just like, yeah, that's wuxia.
They grow magic?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You
Kinda.
kind of. Kind of like a person learns how to push their body towards immortality than godhood, constantly cultivating within yourself increased power, authority.
Okay.
Yeah, except yeah, Goku. It's Goku.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Goku the RPG.
He like trains so much that he becomes the best fighter, and he keeps pushing farther and farther ahead. Yeah, that's essentially
It's
Anime
cosmic.
cultivation.
Yeah, it's cosmic power creep. The TTRPG.
Okay. I think that's enough for this one. Let's do one more. Let's do one more and then we'll call it. Outlaw Star shares like the low power end. Outlaw Star is great. I love Outlaw Star. I need to find it and watch it again. Yeah, I think Outlaw Star was like technically post-apocalyptic. It's like resource scarce universe where magic has died because the space wizards all got killed off. Connected to brown dragonborn grappler monk. Brown dragonborn grappler. Okay. They got the weird giant face beard.
Yep.
So we're gonna do something like this. From like thing. The things. Just massive jaw. I didn't hear what no up now, that's right. Hash Brown remembered. Where'd my weights go? Did My Hero Academia actually end? So
Yes. It's fully finished. Yeah.
Did they win? Are you winning, son? Did Midoriya die of his turbo cancer AIDS?
Turbo cancer. That's not quite what was going on, but sure.
Isn't that what his power is?
There's a whole lot of doesn't make sense with that one, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the stupid.
No, but I don't care about it. He loses his powers at the end, so
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, or me.
so yeah, he's back being porkless.
Hopefully, he's matured enough that he can handle that.
I think so. They have a time skip and everything, where he's like an adult. Adult meaning like 25 years old, 28 years old.
Your pirate background sounds? Yeah. I gotta figure out if I can make a healthy pizza for tonight.
Cauliflower pizza.
Cauliflower pizza? Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's disgusting, but maybe.
But maybe.
I got like 1,000 calories left for the day.
You can have a slice of pizza.
Yeah. A slice of Costco pizza, that's it.
Which has a fair bit of protein in it from what people have been talking about.
Yeah, pizza isn't necessarily bad for you, as long as you can process cheese and tomato sauce.
Yeah.
and you don't overindulge.
That's the biggest problem that I have, and the thing that I have to work on is how much of stuff I eat. Because I'm on the Mediterranean diet. I have been for a long time, but my blood pressure hasn't really changed, and I haven't lost much weight because I eat healthy and I eat a lot. Kid. Oh man, he's driving me crazy. He's in this stage where he just like wants to stand on shit. So like he'll find something and then just step on it. It's like, kid, get off. Just
King of the mountain stage.
Can this make me taller?
He's like, well, I want uppies, but I'm too big for uppies, so I'm just gonna give myself uppies by climbing.
I keep seeing stuff for Fabula Ultimate Pop. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Yeah, same.
I've been hearing about it as well. It's another TTRPG.
The remake of Final Fantasy
I'm really
IX.
not into the tabletop RPG system.
Oh, I discussed
than
this with
Pathfinder.
Sierra a while ago. Fabula Ultima is Final Fantasy, the series, the TT JRPG.
Ah, interesting. I do love me Dragoon.
So the reason I said it is like I feel bad because like I have no idea what you're talking about, Tommy. I just like, okay.
It's okay to not know stuff.
I tend to stick to things that I like, and don't deviate from it. At least when it comes
I
to
am
gaming.
not interested in those things. Sorry, it's a bingo quote. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that. That's what she is. Kenzie's mom's got face paint. Let's go!
So confused. You know what he's doing? Talking about druids?
What was that? Sorry.
You know what Rick is
Go-
talking about?
Go watch Bluey.
No.
Just
I don't.
do it. Everyone should watch Bluey. It will make you a better person.
I don't want to be a better person. I want to be a petty person.
Mission complete. I'm not interested. All right.
Fabula Ultima has free PDF, so I'm looking at that.
This is supposed to be a monk. I'm kind of making like a warlock. Hold on a second. I drew the face the way I wanted. I didn't think about the body at all.
Yep.
What are you doing, kid? Yeah, you found a choo-choo train? Choo-choo!
Take a train
Take
to
a-
Happy Town.
I agree, Ashley Brown. TTJRPG is a cursed abbreviation.
Do you need the J in there?
I don't think so.
I think you do because it is a tabletop Japanese RPG.
But is it so wholly different from a traditional RPG? Like, what's the defining factor that makes it a JRPG except that it's from Japan?
The entire aesthetic.
Just the aesthetic, though? I mean, like,
Well, I'm reading through it, so I can't answer this for you now. But like, the entire
Well, the
thing...
Wikipedia art just describes it as a fantasy tabletop RPG game inspired by Japanese role-playing games, such as Final Fantasy.
Like,
the point is specifically that it is a JRPG that you can play at tabletop.
Okay.
And so that's why I think the J is important.
Like, something that I see when people talk about like JRPGs is, I think, turn-based. I think like Final Fantasy, or I think what's the other one? There's a handful of them that fall in pretty well. Legend of Dragoon, Legend of Mana, Dragon Warrior, maybe. Yeah, I think so. And so, like, I understand, hey, that's different than, like, Skyrim, right, which is a RPG. So, like,
yes.
JRPG versus regular RPG, sure, I can kind of see that. But at the tabletop setting, I don't think it's fundamentally that different. Because, like, tabletop RPGs are closer to JRPGs anyways than they are to, like, Skyrim or other RPGs.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Party building in big numbers, yeah. Yeah, maybe that's a better way to look at it. That could be a good way to look at it, actually. Focusing on team composition over individual character building.
Mm-hmm.
Which D&D still has an element for, but like it's not as important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would argue 4th edition is probably more like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you even had, like, classes had different roles. So, like, you had, like when they still had, like, the leadership role, which I guess is just charisma people. Because, like, the paladin was a leader class.
I don't know. I don't disagree with you that TTRPGs are not fundamentally different from JRPGs, but I think that, like, for the tabletop genre, there's so much overlap in things. I think that the J is important in saying TTJRPG because it communicates a great deal of intent for the game system.
But, like, you wouldn't call... Like, Warhammer is not a tabletop RPG.
No.
It's a war. Right?
It has
yes.
one.
Yeah. So, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a distinction between that and a tabletop RPG that I would say, like, is D&D, right? So...
Sure.
So does the J denote a big enough difference, or is it just aesthetically inclusive? Not that, like,
I think it's...
I'm not arguing one way or the other. This is a
yeah.
curiosity-based, like, does the J actually infer something that I don't understand?
No, I don't think so. I think it is entirely aesthetic, but in a genre, if you say TTRPGs are a genre, like within the entire blanket of tabletop role-playing games, I think saying it's a tabletop Japanese-style role-playing game, I think that is useful for helping people find this system out of all of the other systems.
I think a good example...
And especially for people who might be looking for a Final Fantasy-esque sort of setting and system, I think adding that helps them find this system, which is specifically what this system is for. So that is specifically why I think it's useful. I think it is a marker to help people find what they're looking for more easily. That's all.
I think a good example of what I'm talking about, of it being kind of maybe almost misleading, is the if you say I'm going to a model shop, are you going to buy cars or are you going to buy Gundams? both models and kits, and it's like, I guess the Warhammer stuff also fits into that too. Kind of
yeah.
So it's like,
okay, but are, like, if you go to a model shop, you can find Gundams, but you can also find cars and ships and model airplanes and just an absolute ton of stuff. If you go to a Japanese like fandom style shop where they sell all sorts of different kinds of minis and models, you're more likely to find the specific Gundam you're looking for, and maybe some of the other IPs that you're looking for that you're less likely to be able to find in your standard model shop. My argument is that
I think you're making an argument for me.
It is useful for helping you find something more specific. In my mental filing system, I think it is useful. Dominic says 4E feels like to me if they had just named it D&D Tactics. You would have ended up with a much less malignant tactical RPG, good for running Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics style games. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, they could have also just called it World of Warcraft, the tabletop RPG. And it would have been fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have also had this discussion before. 4E and 4.5 kind of were ahead of their time in that there was enough going on that she kind of needed some digital tools in order to keep track of all your shit.
Or, like, you had to buy all the shit, and that was just... No one was going to get into that.
Yeah, and there were a lot of books in 4A, surprisingly.
No. And they were expensive.
Yep. You needed the deck of cards, you needed the tracker, you needed the notebook.
That's why if Wizards want to make a video game by themselves, I think they should look at 4E and not 5E.
Sure.
And, like...
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I think
just because, like, it's sort of already there.
I think that goes back to Larian, right? Like, Larian says, hey, we want to make a game. Can we use your system? Like, that's... The problem is that Wizard of the Coast doesn't want to make a video game. They just want money. So...
Yeah. Like, they tried making a video game called Dark Ascension, or whatever it's called, Dark Alliance.
Dark Alliance was a remake of an older game, and they botched it real bad. So.
Yeah, I saw the trailer once and never again.
Dark Alliance was one of my favorite games when I was younger. But it's a dungeon crawler. It's not an RPG. It's a dungeon crawler. I guess it's an RPG, but it's a dungeon crawler first. And so when they remade it, they didn't stick with the part that makes that good. They tried to innovate a whole bunch of stuff and like bring it to a new, like, oh, we're gonna make it in 3D format, and it's like, yeah, but it's not a dungeon crawler then. Now you're just hack and slashing and shit. It's a different game. That was a different game.
Yep.
Lost the charm. It was funny because like when you beat Dark Alliance in the first, like for PlayStation. You unlock Dritz, and Dritz was just OP as balls. Like, that was the whole joke. Like, then you could play the game again as, like, a deific character that is Dritz. And in this one, they're like, he's the main character. It's like, that, you see? No. you missed the mark. You missed the mark. I need you to not push buttons right now, kid. This kid is losing his mind. I think we're going to call it here for the day. I'm going to go for a walk and then put this kid to bed. I might be back this afternoon to work on some stuff. I think that would be fun. But I need to definitely have some stuff I need to work on today. I want to get the game set up and put on Steam. If I do get that working this weekend, I will post that in the Discord, and then I might have some people try to play it with me just to see how that works. Otherwise, we'll just keep on keeping on, and we'll deal with it more next week. I don't know what else I have going on. I think that's about it. So I think we'll call it there. We're not playing D&D tomorrow, so I won't have any stories for that next week. I will put up a new viewer suggestion on Monday. Keep your eye out for that. And yeah, that's all I got. Yep, he's going crazy. Okay. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch y'all next week. I will post all these in the Discord, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me today in chat.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
I've lost the... There it is.